Hey guys, what's going on? Darral, Addison at Torpedopot.com. Darral, Addison, Torpedopot.com. And I want you to see my side garden. I just want you to take a look at what's going on here. We have tomatoes that are growing, maybe about 6 pots of tomatoes. We have squash that's growing, maybe about 5 pots of squash. And then we have some cucumber growing over here. And we have wild fennel that's growing all over the place. You have squash on the back end. And we have peppers, jalapeno, habanero, cayenne, and they're just running beautifully. A lot of you are experiencing the heat, and you don't have gardens like mine, where I'm growing organically with no human intervention. Absolutely beautiful. So these are our tomatoes. These planters have the potential of growing over 1,000 tomatoes. I know you're looking at them all decimated. You know why? Because they've been eaten up by the deer. You see all the shoots that have been eaten off of it. But yet, as long as this thing is growing correctly and set up correctly, it will continue to grow. So this is like a place that the deer comes and just tears apart all of my food. You know, just eat it all up. But these are cherry tomatoes. We normally expect about 1,000 cherry tomatoes to come out of this planter. About 1,000 cherry tomatoes. That's our goal. We did it last year, and you can see that they're still lying all over the place down below here. And, you know, we're going to have to get in there and get this food out of there, get it cleaned up. And it's still growing. All right, don't rule out your torpedo pot. It's designed to grow your food, okay? So you're decimated now by your deer, but this thing continues to grow. Those are cherry, and these are plum tomatoes, and they're still growing. All right, and they've been eaten down to the ground. They love plum tomatoes, clearly. Deer love plum tomatoes, and I don't have to come out here because I know that if I really, really was hard up for a tomato, and I wanted it in my meal, even though I'm feeding nature, then I can come in here and I can forage just like the animals will get what I want. But I know it's a source of food that will last me. And it's a source of food that you can use as a strategy in your garden to attract animals. Now see, these are tomatoes that are growing closer to the house, okay? And the reason why they're growing down here is because, and they're so perfect, aren't they perfect? Look at those tomatoes, guys. Look at that, aren't they perfect? If they're not perfect in any way, they are absolutely stunning. Whew, man, that's beautiful. Look at that. And it's all natural. Doesn't require any human intervention. They're just so stunning. They're so beautiful, man. Look at it. Man, that's gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, my gosh. So, yeah, and they're all over the place. You got to go in and find them. You got to dig them out, you know. And you got to just like, I see some red ones down there somewhere. Yeah, I gotta put that in. But anyhow, so I've got about 8 plants in each one of these planters. And they've been doing so well. They've been doing so good. Look at that. Torpedopot grows your food with no human intervention. Look at all of this heat that we're all suffering from. But I have food growing in my planters. And it's healthy organic food. Can you believe that? Healthy organic food. Your gardens are decimated right now. Mine are decimated by the animals. And Torpedopot still grows your food for you. Torpedopot is a self-growing flower pot that grows your food with no human intervention. And these are our eggplants. So each one of these planters should give you over 100 tomatoes. Let's aim for about 100 to 150 tomatoes. Each one of these planters. And the funny thing about it, if I grab this tomato right here, and isn't that just gorgeous? Man, Torpedopot grows your food with no human intervention. And even in this hot weather, it's been eaten off of. Look at it. The deer has tore this thing up. But it's still growing. Oh my gosh. All of them would be doing the same thing. But remember, these are closest to the house. They don't touch these, so they're afraid. So estimate about 100 to 150 tomatoes from each planter. You have 6 planters here. And that's going to give you a lot of tomatoes. That's going to give you a lot of tomatoes. Wow. That's gonna hear a lot of tomatoes. So, and you don't have to do any work. They've been running by themselves. The only thing I do with the torpedo pot is I give it a 3-12-12 solution. Let it run, let it run, let it run, let it run, let it run. It'll take care of the business for you. All right, so here is the eggplant. And man, this has been a wonder. We've got so far, I would say about 53 eggplants off of this plant. So for these plants, there's about 5 of these planters. Got about 53 eggplants off of them. Per planter. Oh, excuse me, total. And what we're doing is that we're allowing the plant to grow now. And we're allowing each one of the potential squash that we've taken off. We just cleaned it off. I got a total of 53. So this is absolutely beautiful. And it's all natural. We missed these right here. I don't like them sitting on my plant too long, you know what I mean? So, but here, and they're so beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? Man, that's gorgeous. Look at that. That's squash. Oh, she's got one back here too, guys. Look at this. This is absolutely stunning. And the reason why it's stunning is because there's more to come. The plant is still growing. The plant is still adapting. The plant is still achieving. It's pushing. It's still giving you its vitality, its strength. It's all in this plant right here. It's giving you everything, and we use the word she, but everything it can bear. Because all we know is he and she's, right? But we don't know of any other possibilities that are out there of intelligence and plants that are around us. And we can't experience it because, well, we don't have a growing container that can achieve our goals. So this is the eggplant, and I've got 53. Can you tell how many more I'm going to get from this? Look at this picture. This is an insane picture, dude. And that is just so, whoa, dude. You're eating off of that. Can you believe that? Oh my gosh, you're eating off of that. Man, that's amazing. That is amazing. Look at that picture. Torpedopot grows your food with no human intervention. Let this planter grow your food for you. You don't need to grow your food anymore. Look at that. Wow, Torpedopot is the bomb. All right, so let's move on to the cucumbers. I know they look dead, don't they? Oh my gosh, I gotta get closer. Let me get closer. Walking all over the tomato plants. And so let me get a bit closer. Here we are. So we picked about 42 cucumbers so far. And they were pretty big. And they looked good. They looked good. And we still have more growth to come. And so we have 2 pots here. One pot is the long necks, and they are really long cucumbers. I picked them recently, so I don't know if there's any more left on the vine. But they're a long, slender cucumber. And they're really, really great. You would love them so much. So much. And they're big, they're huge. Like I said, we took a lot of them off. And there's some right there. Yeah, and then that beautiful shade. Isn't it gorgeous? Yeah, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, yeah. And we have the pickling cucumber, which is here. It's a more fatter cucumber. Oh no, this is finding stuff from over there. Is it? Yeah, this is the longer cutie. And they're just producing like, I don't know what. The smaller cuties, they have not been doing as abundant. Maybe they need more for the direct sunlight. I'm not sure. Well, they produced, but they weren't the top producers. And it may be the seed type or whatever. As you can see, I guess somebody might be eating some of them, but I'm not sure. But whatever it is, they're not touching anything else, so that's great. So it probably fell off the vine, opened up, and I don't have all those seeds to deal with. Seeds, topic, that's a great topic. Stop buying your seeds. Don't buy your seeds anymore. That right there, I would say is about worth $8 to $10 on the open marketplace. And the reason why that's even worth more is because they have been developed in a biotic environment. So remember now, we're building a whole brand new system. And that system includes cleansing the seeds of all of its defects. And so what I mean by that is that when you are able to get great seeds that can grow the way they want to grow. I have a tomato plant in here too, and it's taken off. I love this girl. She's so sweet. Yeah, but it's so beautiful. Okay, so a lot of you are asking me, okay, what's up with all the other stuff? Why does it look so congested? Well, this you see right now is the deal. And we grew it in a Torpedopot 2 years ago, I guess. And it's taken over this area. It's taken over this area. So we may have little critters that come in and eat the dill, and they love the dill. And we'll let it to be a distraction so they won't touch anything else anyhow. And they add to our ecosystem. Torpedopot will bring back the life that you've been looking for. This Torpedopot grows your food, which enables your environment to recover. Isn't that amazing? Torpedopot. You simply put your seeds and your plants in and watch it bring everything back to life. It's an amazing comet. Wow. So it's wild. It's growing in here really wild. All right, so this is cool. This is cool. This is cool. This is cool. So this is the other part of that garden. I'm afraid to walk over here because, well, my timer went on me. I know. And it really, it didn't affect the jalapeno as much. And it didn't affect the, you see it starting to water right now, coming out. Didn't affect the, what's this, the habanero? Let me see. Hungarian, yeah. So the jalapeno Hungarian, this is the cayenne. And, oh, my cayenne's suffering. So I cut the water back on. I'm hoping it can unclog itself with this pot here, and it will be able to give it the water that it wants. So everything else seems to be coming back. I got to go back and replace that timer or check on battery. I don't like it. It's a daylight timer. I don't like daylight timers. They never seem to work right. When the citrus goes bad or they get dirty, it just messes everything up. Use a battery operated timer. That's probably the best way to do it. But anyhow, so they look healthy. We gave them some 3-12-12 about, I would say about a week ago. And so I don't intend to give them any more. I intend to get this water system worked out so that all these plants will not, the reason why it's important to not let your plants go through dehydration is because when a plant's limbs collapses, you normally don't get it back. It doesn't normally grow back. It doesn't heal itself. And you see that imprint on that limb for a long time. And so you don't want your plant cell walls dehydrating, where that you can't have that transevaporation taking place. Where that water's coming up through that root system, lifting the leaves up in the air as it evaporates. And so you don't want to affect that system. That's the key system that keeps everything running and going. And so what I try to do is that if I have serious problems, I correct it immediately. So, but anyhow, these are amazing plants here. You like that? These are my peppers. They're too dense, okay? I know it. Torpedopot grows your food. It grows your peppers for you. You don't have to do anything. You simply just put your seeds into the planter and watch it go. It takes off and does the rest. It was made by Darral Addison. And it is probably going to be an amazing invention that we're all going to benefit from. And of course, it's just absolutely stunning. Man, these Hungarians are looking absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. And so the jalapenos, they're looking good too. Ooh, look at this. Looking pretty spicy there. I like that. Man, I'm feeling you. I like the way you're fighting. Well, the problem is that this seed that we have in here for the early jalapeno did not germinate effectively. See, normally if you have seeds you put in the torpedo pot, it germinates. It has to be an extreme flux of temperature that will stop your plant from germinating, because you can go from moisture to non-moisture, but you can only do that a certain amount of times with certain seeds. So you want to keep it in the environment that plant loves. So this is amazing. Self-growing planters, they grow your food for you, no human intervention, and you do absolutely nothing. Even my suffering succotash here, and I'm so sorry, I got them so densely populated. Oh my gosh, look at this. It's amazing. Oh man, I love cayennes though, man. They're fighters, but they don't like being dehydrated at all. But they're high producers. They're high producers, man. I like these. These are awesome. Yep, Torpedopot grows your food for you with no human intervention. So these are getting watered. It's looking great. I'm liking what I'm seeing. The scare is off. So this is just one side. We'll talk about the other side in another video.